Steven, thank you for coming over to East Moline from Cedar Rapids, actually, right?
Cedar Rapids, yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Tell us about what's coming up for the Lambda Softball Association of Eastern Iowa. What time of year is it for you all?
It's time to register.
Woo! What's
Yes.
going on out there?
So it's time for you to register for our 7th spring softball season, LGBTQ softball in Eastern Iowa. And you'll see a ticker here at the bottom that has our website. You can go out to the website to register. There's a button there, but all of the information about the upcoming season is there as well.
Yeah, lsaiowa.org. You'll see it on the ticker. Also on our little ticker there, we're mentioning some key dates coming up for LSA in this pivotal recruitment season. April 19th and 27th are open practice dates, right? Tell us what that means for your recruitment efforts and for people who want to give it a shot.
Sure. Every year before our season begins, we have a couple of open practice dates, really looking for new players or players that haven't played with us, for a year or two, to come out for those open days. It's 2 hours. The 19th is a Saturday. The 27th is a Sunday. You can come out for 30 minutes. You can come out for the whole 2 hours. But it's just a great way to get out on the field, stretch your legs a little bit, and meet other members of the league and the community. And try it out before you actually go out there and register. We know that if you come out and practice with us, you're going to go back home and register right away.
Nice, nice. And you have some goals this year, right? You have some goals for the next month. What are they?
Absolutely. We would love to have about 30 to 35 new players new to our organization. Last year, we had a total of 4 teams that played through the 8-week season in the spring and summer. We'd love to be able to expand that to 5 teams or 6 teams this year. Just a little bit more variety on who each team is going to play against every week.
Mm-hmm. You're also open to players of any skill level and also anywhere throughout the state, right? Including here in the Quad Cities.
Absolutely. It's an adult league, so the only requirement is you have to be 18 or older. It is a safe, comfortable space for the LGBTQ community, but we have allies that play in our league as well. So any gender, any skill level, any orientation, anybody that just wants to be a ball player for a few hours on a Sunday is welcome to join us.
You had mentioned you hope to expand to the Quad Cities and start having some teams here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so LSA started in Iowa City back in 2018 with 3 teams that very first spring season. And we've grown, a little bit every year since then. But it's been very successful. We've been in existence since then, other than the break in 2020 for the pandemic. And we'd really love to do and replicate what we've done in Iowa City now in the Quad Cities. The community is big enough, we feel, that it could support an LGBTQ softball league. So we'd love to get 3 or 4 teams here in the Quad Cities, find a field that we can lease and play on every Sunday for 8 weeks. And eventually even maybe have some games where an Iowa City team will come to the Quad Cities and vice versa. So I challenge anybody from the Quad Cities, if you're seeing this, get a handful of friends together, get a group of your peers together, decide to carpool together to Iowa City, come out to one of our open practices in April, just see what it's all about. You can see all the information on the website, or you can send me an email, info.lsaiowa@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have.
Nice. Thank you for that email. Tell us about the W+ goal this year.
A lot of big things happening this year. We've got, a lot of great goals and are continuously trying to improve the experience for our players. And so one of the things we're going to experiment with this spring is called W+ or Women's Plus. The 4th, 5th, and 6th week of the season, our 3rd game each of those days at noon is going to be in the Women's Plus format. Basically, for a better lack of terms, the teams will be comprised of individuals except for no cisgender males. So
that means transgender people, non-binary people, people who identify as female,
gender fluid, our trans members, male to female and female to male, non-binary, and female players alike are all part of the Women's Plus. And it's just a way for us to give more opportunities, provide a few extra games during the year this year for those individuals. And sometimes there can be a little bit of intimidation. Our normal teams are mixed gender and mixed skill level, and we do the best we can to make sure that the teams are comprised evenly so that everybody is competitive. But for newer players or players that aren't used to playing maybe at a advanced level, it can be a little bit intimidating sometimes. And the early indications are that we've had several individuals that did not play in LSA in 2024, but are coming back to play in 2025. And they've all signed up to participate in those W plus games the 4th, 5th, and 6th week of the season.
Nice. All right. And another thing that we have been talking about is the things that LSA does beyond softball. Lay that out for us. You have some volunteer goals and you hold other sport activities all throughout the year.
Absolutely. One of the things that I love about LSA is that we are truly a family. Community is so important to us, and we just all love to be in each other's company. So over the years, we've done things outside of the softball season to keep everybody engaged. People just like to get together and see each other. And so in the past, we've done darts and kickball and volleyball and bowling. We just had a dart tournament. We do a cabaret show every year, which is a lot of fun as one of our main fundraisers in the fall. But the overarching goal for LSA would be to be a true community organization and be involved in the LGBTQ community in Eastern Iowa, supporting other organizations, other groups. I feel that our best asset is our membership, and we have a large membership base of energetic, enthusiastic, committed individuals. So just finding things that we can help support and help do over the off season is kind of sort of what we'd like to expand into in the coming years.
Nice. Yeah. And just to lay it out there, LSA already through your help and another colleague on your team helps each edition to distribute MainStream copies in Lynn, Johnson, and also here in the Quad Cities. So that's an example already of you doing some great volunteer work.
Thank you. Yeah, we love it because we get to connect with the different businesses, the libraries, and things like that where the MainStream is distributed, and it's been great.
Thank you for that. Means a lot. Means a lot. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Tell us a little bit more about the history of LSA. I realize we should mention the founder, Jose Maldonado.
So Jose comes from playing LGBTQ softball in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which is where he first started playing in an LGBTQ league.
Yeah.
And had the great idea to start something similar here in Eastern Iowa. And Jose did a terrific job getting everything started, and he's a big part of what's going on still today. Always there with advice and thoughts, and participates with our board in a lot of the different planning sessions as well.
And Steven, you've been leading since when? How long have you been leading LSA?
October of 21.
All right.
So I took over as the board chairperson in October of 21. And like Jose, I have a history with LGBTQ softball as well. I started playing in the Montrose Softball Association in Houston back in 1998.
That's cool.
And then I played in the Chicago LGBTQ League for a number of years as well.
Very cool. It's a little action shot of your players.
It's all part of just, having people out there and giving them the ability to participate in something that maybe they didn't get the chance to participate in as a kid or in school, or weren't comfortable participating in as a kid or in school.
Yeah.
And I love it because people just get out on that field and blossom. And once you step on the field, you're just a ball player like everybody else.
Nice, nice. Audience, spectators, and concessions. Tell us about these goals this year.
More exciting stuff this year. So every year for the last couple of years, we've had more and more people coming on Sundays to watch, partners, friends, family. And so we'd like to encourage people to continue to come out and support us, watch the games, sit out in the sun, hang out with us for an hour or two on a Sunday. As we expand upon our community involvement, having non-playing members are just as important as having player members. And so one of the things that we're going to do for the first time ever is have some concessions at the field on Sunday this season.
I'm really excited about that because I feel it really contributes to the full community experience of being at the ballpark for the afternoon. And it helps you raise money, right?
Yeah, it'll be a small fundraising opportunity for us as as a nonprofit organization. But it'll feel like you're coming out to the ballpark and coming out to a ball game, and you can have your chips or your popcorn or your coffee and donuts. Since our first game's at 10 in the morning, you might want a Red Bull. We'll have drinks and snacks, light snacks and things like that.
Very nice. Do you think we've covered everything?
I think we've covered just about everything. Yep. So just to kind of recap, Quad Cities, if you guys are seeing this, get a group of people together, reach out to me on my email, info.lsaiowa@gmail. Let me know. If you get a group and you want to carpool down together, that would be amazing. And I will make sure that the schedule accommodates that for you as well.
Nice.
So you're not all driving different cars at different times.
All right.
It's really only about 48 minutes from Davenport
That's
to
not bad,
Mercer
is
Park.
it?
Not bad at all.
Yeah. So lsaiowa.org is the link. April 19th and the 27th are the key dates coming up for open practices. So all kinds of great reasons to sign up. And thank you, Steven, for representing.
No, thank you for having me and letting me kind of spread the word. We just, we have so much fun out there. Our members have so much fun out there. We want other people to be aware that we exist, because when you come out, you're going to realize that you love it.
It's so still, the breeze barely passes enough to hold your soul close to you. Madness pulls empty jars of old, and the whole liquid all seems deja vu. I'll leave it there, just leave it there. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I'll leave it there, just leave it there. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. Big and bright, full swollen moon, she draws all ocean so close to you. Flood the floor as you drop your hold, and the whole liquid all brings with you. I'll leave it there, just leave it there. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I'll leave it there, just leave it there. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware. I want you to see the love I need, be aware.
You can't make it out. I know you come to that. Take your burden and leave them there.